Hey everybody, it's your girl the Empress Chanel coming at you with a blackout message. So this is basically just I'm getting an intuitive download right now, so I decided to just go ahead and make a video and upload it. I'll probably do a formal tarot reading in reference to this coming up soon, but I want to talk to y'all about Saturn. Saturn, the planet. It rules Saturday. It's the highest planet as far as hierarchy goes in ranking. So it's seen as like the ruler or the one in charge or like the patriarch, like the fatherly type of, the things that the planet that kind of keeps everything in line. All right, that goes by the rules. That planet is all about law and order, boundaries, and just everything that is inevitable. Okay. It pushes you to evolve because it tries to force you to step outside of the boundaries, but to do things within the rules of law and order. But like I said, it's also things that are inevitable as well. Saturn is the community ruler, so this could be somebody who has. I could be picking up on the energy of somebody who is a part of the community, like maybe government official or some sort of protection like police, or I just heard alphabet boys. So that could be anywhere like ATF, DEA, things like that, anything that has alphabet, or even higher ups, since this is the highest planet as far as the hierarchy goes. So this could even be the feds, FBI, CIA, things like that. And I have been talking for a few weeks, my last few readings, about how the feds are involved in some sort of investigation that has been going around or going down as in reference to some sort of community. So with Saturn being the planet of all things inevitable, it's kind of like whatever this is just basically coming to, it's all coming out. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing else that anybody can do about anything. If you've been following me on my Instagram, you see that I've been getting information and downloads around 3:33 in the morning, which it's right now probably I think it's like 3:30 or something like that right now. But I have been getting downloads about Loki, the trickster god. He's neither good nor bad. He's just kind of like, that annoying little brother. So some of y'all may have something going on with a younger sibling or someone that you see as a sibling, a bro, sis, whatever that is. But I feel like somebody has crossed like all types of boundaries. They've done all types of things that are illegal and out of line. And Saturn is going to be here to, set the record straight and put that all back together. Like a Saturn goes retrograde on June 4th. So something could be relevant about June 4th, 6-4. I'm hearing the song Cruising Down the Street in my 6-4. And I believe that's Easy E. And then I'm also hearing I Won't Let Them Easy E Me. It's a song that I had posted on my stories on my personal Instagram page. If y'all don't follow me on there, it's by Big Sean. He said, no, sir, I don't even do flu shots. Yeah. Click with me everywhere I go, so every pick a group shot. I done wiggled out the noose knot. They been lying to me my whole life. I finally found the truth out. Like they don't gotta love you if they need you. Got angels and demons on three-way. So there may be a third party. There goes that number 3 again, in reference to Loki. So I feel like the Loki energy kind of comes around to let you know that there's some sort of trickster spirit or demon. This could also be in reference to like boundaries and all things inevitable with Saturn going retrograde. This could also be like these tricksters or these people who thought that they had beat the system or tricked everybody into believing something about somebody, or, smear campaign, whatever it is that these people have been trying to do for so long, they basically are going to get trapped by their own tricks, basically. Like, if y'all look at my community board on YouTube and pictures that I've been posting on Instagram and stuff like that, you see that I've been posting pictures of horses and things like that, that I've been seeing, randomly and stuff like that. Now, Loki does shapeshift. And so this could be somebody who came off as sweet, a community leader, things like that. But their whole demeanor changed, or something in them has shifted or changed recently, that is making everybody look at this person like, wait a minute, I thought that you was like this. You saying that this other person is like that, but it's really you. Like, this person's true colors is starting to show. And I feel like that's what that Loki spirit is. Loki was known to shapeshift into a number of different things. Some of the main ones being a horse. He shapeshifted into a female horse in order to become pregnant. And which is where I was getting the energy on my stories and on my Instagram of the two spirit. I said I was picking up on the energy of somebody who is a two spirit. Now, two spirit is part of the LGBTQ plus 2S community. And 2S or two spirit basically is like somebody who has both masculine and feminine spirit within them. Okay. So, for example, this Loki spirit that I've been picking up on, he can shapeshift to a masculine or feminine. So basically, the story goes with him. He has shapeshifted into a female horse or a mare in order to become pregnant. He doesn't really have much like good or bad relevance in Nordic mythology. He's just basically known as a trickster. You know what I mean? He's also known to shapeshift into flies and things like that. And you know that when you guys see flies and stuff like that, that basically means that's like monitor spirits. That's how somebody is looking in on you, or somebody is trying to do some sort of divination or see what you got going on, or somebody want to know what you know type energy. So I'm also hearing Saturn returns. Now, Saturn return and Saturn retrograde is two totally different things. Somebody may be going through a Saturn return right now during this upcoming Saturn retrograde. And Saturn return is basically like, and somebody may have Saturn retrograde in their birth chart, which is why it would be a Saturn returns for them. Saturn return usually happens for people between the age of 27 and 35, something like that. That just means like that's where that planet was at the exact position at the exact time that you was born, if you know your birth time. So somebody could be going through a Saturn return right now. When you go through Saturn return, you basically figure out that like life wasn't what you thought it was. You basically have some sort of ascension or growth, which at the end of the day is this Saturn energy. Like I was saying earlier, it pushes you to evolve. It's the ascension. It's the planet of ascension and growth and sprouting. So I'm hearing springtime and seeds, and I'm seeing the card Seven of Pentacles. So may have been earlier this spring, or right now we're still in spring season, some seeds that you may have planted that are sprouting now, and they are helping people to ascend, to grow out of certain things that may have, because Saturn is a restrictive planet due to the rings that are around it. We call it the restrictive planet. So somebody may be evolving, Saturn return energy. So somebody may be evolving right now out of like old paradigms and old ways of thinking, walking away from things that no longer serve them as far as ideas and, traditional beliefs and values, evolving their ways of thinking, and as far as spirituality goes and religion and things like that. I'm not going to get into that, but there's many different ways and areas and avenues that people can evolve and grow and are having some sort of ascension. So somebody could be having something like that, some sort of like epiphany type of energy going on right now. And somebody's just ready to take charge, take back charge of their life. I don't know if there was some sort of epiphany energy that happened this past Saturday, or if that is coming up this next Saturday. I'm not sure. But, however that resonates in your life, just remember that you guys are sharing the energy of this reading. So some of what I'm saying may be relevant for you. Sorry. Some of what I'm saying may be relevant for you, and some of it may be for someone in your direct energetic field. But more on this Saturn energy, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who have tried to restrict you or put you in a box of, being a type of person, try to hold you to your past, try to bind you to your past or past, people's past ways of thinking about you. And now I feel like somebody has grown, has come out of the box, is now expressing themselves more, is now stepping into their role. It may be part of their North Node role. I'm seeing 1111 on my timer as a community leader. And 1111, which is in the tarot deck, that's like the Four of Wands. So that's like somebody who's stable, somebody who's manifesting stability in their life. So somebody could have Saturn in Aries. Four of Wands is Aries energy. Or there could be an Aries that's somebody who has Aries in their chart that's going through a Saturn return, or these things here are going to be beneficial for you during this Saturn retrograde energy that's coming up. I feel like you guys may have started to feel the retrograde energy already. You're starting to see a lot of things fall into place. You're starting to see boundaries that you have planted seeds on in the past, holding up and being, what's the words that I'm looking for? Like a lot of boundaries that are just being solidified at the end of the day. People, they might come to that line, but they ain't gonna fucking cross it. Okay? They not gonna cross that line. They might get to the line, but they not gonna cross it. So basically, I feel like somebody is going on their fated destiny path. I'm seeing Wheel of Fortune here. So closing out a lot of karmic cycles, completing karmic cycles, just closing chapters, period. I'm hearing Hell, which I know is one of Loki's 3 children. Remember, Loki has something to do with 3. So it may be something about 3 days from Saturday. And I believe Hell was like a snake or a serpent or something like that sort of deity who ruled over the I think it was like demon world or underworld, not demon world, but the underworld. So Hell, aka, which I believe is Earth. I'm seeing the world card in my head, and if you look up the world card, if you Google it or whatever, or if you've seen me pull the world card in any of my other readings, you know that the world card is a female. So that would be Loki's daughter, Hel, who rules over, the underworld, which would be Earth or the world. On the world card, there's a female, and it is the female is surrounded by a snake, or encapsulated by a snake. So and I had talked in a couple of my previous readings recently and a while back about how somebody has been using snake deities. So somebody may have been trying to pick up on this Hell energy, not knowing that Loki, which is Hell's father, is one of the energies that works with you and that warns you and is in and out of your energy. I'm also picking up on the energy of somebody as in healing themselves. They've healed the spirits and lower level energies and entities that have been getting sent toward them energetically, by healing themselves. So that in turn kind of like makes these energies not work for this person, but this person has kind of like mastered the energy of temperance, evil. Wow. Okay. I was trying to say even, push and pull, but that could have something to do with evil too. Like someone knowing that evil is just an intention. Okay, there's higher vibrational things, beings, situations, whatever energies, and there's lower vibrational. It's like the yin and yang energy. You can't have the light without the dark, and there's dark in the light, and they both use each other as their driving force, kind of like the chariot card. How you have the black sphinx and the white sphinx on there. That is the driving force, the discipline, structure. So basically, what we're talking about here with this Saturnian energy, as far as rules. So Big Daddy Saturn is coming through. Big Daddy Saturn is coming through. I'm curious to see if any of the cards that I'm seeing right now in my head are going to come out when I do an official Saturn returns reading for my collective. Um, they probably will. But yeah, this is just an intuitive message that I've been picking up on. I've been feeling the energies on. Like I said, I feel like somebody has been kind of like working with the energies that have been trying to send toward them. Like this, for example, this Loki energy comes around to let people know, like, yo, somebody is out there trying to trick you. They're trying to trap you. So be aware of the type of energies that you consume that come to you. If you start suddenly getting energy of, I can't trust this person, that you know that that this person has never shown you that you can't trust them before, or you're starting to set boundaries with certain people, situations, things from your past, whatever that is, and there's people that are trying to trick you or trap you into staying bound to certain things by trauma bonding you, bringing up things that they feel like would play on your heart, so you will, you know, remain attached to them, or so that they can have something to just even talk to you about, or be mindful of the trickster energy that tries to embody other energy. There's been a lot of divine feminine whose energy has been getting people have been trying to duplicate divine feminine energy, and they just can't. And when they can't, then they end up trying to compare themselves to that divine feminine energy, and end up putting themselves in some sort of competition, and the divine feminine energy has absolutely no idea that this person has put themselves in competition with them. They're starting to post just like them on the internet, or trying to talk like them, trying to infiltrate this person's friend group, trying to have the same friends as this person, or trying to even be this person's friend so that they can kind of like study them, or maybe even studying this person's social media to try to do things that they feel like people who are attracted to this person would like, so they could try to attract the same people. It's almost like stealing someone's audience is what I'm getting, but I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe that's relevant to somebody who watches me. But yeah, so keep your head up. Just know that, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. And a lot of things are coming to a head right now. I feel like there's a lot of finalization on boundaries that need to be set. Um, people that need to be cut off, or just strict boundaries that need to be made. Don't let people use you or things like that. Um, I'm seeing the color orange. So sacral chakra energy. The sacral chakra is about like, it's directly connected to sex, the kidneys, adrenals, things like that. So kidneys, and I was just posting a lot of stuff about liquor, and people trying to some like dark spiritualists trying to trick people. There's that Loki energy, but trying to trick people into consuming alcohol because it depletes their energy level, so that they can pull off their energy, or harvest off of their energy. All of that shit. These people trying to avoid the inevitable, trying to avoid karma, trying to avoid closing out cycles and things like that. This Saturnian energy right here, like I said earlier, all things inevitable. Whatever was inevitable with karma and all that other stuff, closing out chapters, closing out cycles, setting up and erecting and keeping boundaries and stuff like that with people, all of that is coming to a head. And these people can feel it. We've been in this shadow period of this energy for a little while. So with it coming up here on June 4th, like in full-fledged retrograde energy, um, it's just going to be finalized. I'm seeing like a judge hammer down on his gavel. It's like somebody tried to fool somebody. I'm picking up on the energy of somebody tried to fool people in the justice system. I did write earlier in my stories that, oh no, that was my stories on my personal page, that the judge is a psychic too. But I feel like the judge, in whatever case or whoever this resonates with, the judge being a psychic too, who's going to cast down this law and order, they've been kind of just let people play in their face, giving them a whole bunch of rope to hang themselves with. These are a lot of people who thought that they were above the law, who thought that none of this shit would catch up to them. These are a lot of people who felt like they had the money or the connections to maneuver around low key. All of that is coming to an end, okay? So if you're on the right side of the fence, if you're on the right side of the boundary, everything should be looking up for you right now. You should be feeling high vibrational. You should be feeling happy, at peace, because a lot of these karmics that are on the wrong side of the fence, they're scrambling right now. They're in panic mode. They're trying to make up stuff. They're trying to clean up things. A lot of them are going back and doing their apologies. And things like that, because they feel like that they're going to avoid some sort of death energy that may be returning to them, that they bound themselves to with this Saturnian energy, by trying to bind themselves to your energy or trying to bind something else to your energy. It's going to be returned with this retrograde energy here, okay? And they're scared. They really are. Don't feel bad for them, and don't make them try to gaslight you and feel bad for setting up boundaries against certain things that you know that your spirit is trying to tell you you need to get away from and that you need to heal from. Okay? All right, y'all. So if nobody told y'all today, I'm going to tell you I love you. Peace.